This is Brothers, Tale of Two Sons. I'm going to be trying to play through it today, thanks to some charitable subscribers, donations, and the gentle nudging of the community. I've decided to give Brothers a go. So let's have at it, shall we? So while I play, if you've watched any of my playthroughs of say Gone Home or Fallout 2, well, hopefully it won't be like the Fallout 2 playthrough. I hope no one in this game gets addicted to sci-fi drugs. But what I will be doing is I'll be playing through the game, but pausing at times to talk about things like design, how the game is teaching us things about the world that it's presenting, the narrative experience of playing a game, that kind of thing. We'll be doing that as we go along. It's kind of why I play games, right? To analyze them and to understand how they work. I am mercifully playing this with a controller and not my keyboard, so I understand that's the optimal approach to the game. One other thing that I think is maybe worth mentioning, folks have asked me this as we. Folks have asked me this while I've been talking about brothers. I do have a brother. He's my younger brother. I'm the elder sibling of the two. He's 4 years younger than me. So I don't know. Because people keep asking, I'm wondering if that's going to affect how I see the game. I guess we'll see. Yes, I want to start a new game. So there's only one brother at the grave, and then we're taking me to a flashback. So, I need to assume that grave belongs to this woman, who, by her coloration, appears to have been the kid's mom. And yep, and she drowned, evidently. So I guess the implication here is that this is your mother's grave. Though it could be a big fake out, right, for the end. But I'm not getting that impression. There's some, like, feminine indicators on the grave, too. Yeah, there you go. Like the rose and the way that it's displayed, and the filigree sort of at the top of the grave. So an interesting choice of the game to use sort of the Sims approach, I guess, the sort of Simlish language. And that you don't know what the characters are saying and have to infer from body language. So someone, maybe Dad, is sick, and they're in a cart, and we have to take them, I don't know, maybe to the doctor, I'm guessing. Interesting use of color. Keep an eye on the palette in the game. I want to see if this continues. So, Big Brother is the one in the blue, and Little Brother is the one in the orange. And, I see, okay, so we can both control each brother with a thumbstick and then interact with the triggers. But the color thing is interesting because it really lets you visually pick out two otherwise pretty indistinct characters. Like Big Brother and Little Brother from a distance look pretty much the same, except that Little Brother is blonde. Pull your weight, Little Brother. I was only pushing on Big Brother's thumbstick. I was wondering why it was going so slow. Makes sense now. Alright, pushing the cart with sick dad in it. Alright. So this bridge, which ostensibly moves.
Atta!
Yeah, okay, so cool. So it's like a lock or whatever. I'm not really sure why this bridge would move like that. Because it doesn't actually get out of the way. You can't get ships through there, but... Oh, pick up the thing. There we go. Alright, kids. Alright. Oh, a broken bridge. Or a broken ladder. Alright, kids. Let's go. I'm guessing... Yeah. Okay, so we'll boost little brother up. And then what's he gonna do? Can you pull that rope down? What's this? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And now big brother can climb the rope. Alright. No point, kid. Grab that. There we go. I hope they don't have to go in and out of this village very often. This seems like a very difficult setup. Alright, let's go. Let's go get Dad. Alright. Yeah. Taking to see the Grand Maester. So, implied... God, this game would be so hard to play if you're, like, on the autism spectrum. Like, because it's all reading body language. Alright, so Dad's sick. Doctor doesn't know why. Maybe we have to go to a special place. Don't worry, Dad. We will be back with whatever thing we need to getting from the tree. Try not to die. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go. Nice that they avoided the like cliche, like big brother telling little brother like, no, you can't come with me, like I have to do this alone thing. Like they just went together. Excuse me? Okay, I can show him the map. Look, the doctor said we had to go. No dice, huh? Alright. He's like that annoying kid in Ocarina of Time. Fine, we'll just go a different way then. Oh, so because little brother was with mom when she drowned, he's scared of the water. You get on my back and I'll swim. Oh, man. See, that's a really clever way to restrict what some characters can do. Little brother can't swim on his own. It's a really cool way to tie into the story what one character can do and another can't that isn't a physical constraint. It's also kind of funny that like this game, in a lot of ways, is like a differently focused, more nuanced iteration of what Blizzard was doing with Lost Vikings back in the Super Nintendo. Oh, come on, kid. In the Super Nintendo era, in the whole idea of switching characters and solving puzzles and stuff. It's not a new concept by any means, but it's interesting to see another take on it. And I like that. I like the idea of little brother not being able to swim. What's up with this asshole? Holy Jesus. We're trying to save our dying dad, you piece of garbage. Alright. Can we climb on our own? Yeah. Climb, kids. Oh, I see. Okay, so they jump like Assassin's Creed style. So you just jump. Okay, cool. And run and jump. God, it's a surreal experience controlling two characters at once, though. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Nai!
Alright, so the kids both seem more or less as similarly adept at climbing. Hold left button or right button to rotate camera. Ah, okay. Cool. So there's a village. But I don't think that I want to go that way. Ooh, Jesus, kid. Well, they're definitely PCs in a video game. Property damage is sort of a non-issue. Yeah, you know, we think about games. I wanted to go back to what I was saying before about autism spectrum and stuff. We think about games as being accessible in terms of like physical disability in a lot of ways. Like, can you play this game if you have hearing impairment or sight impairment? Can you play this game with one hand? Can you play this game well if you're colorblind? But you know, a game with no language cues and where you're reading human body language can be really difficult if you know, Asperger's or autism spectrum stuff is a part of your living conditions, right? A part of who you are. Not being able to know what a shrug means or what facial expressions might mean would hinder being able to sort of figure out what the characters are trying to communicate to you and to each other. Alright, so little brother is small enough to fit through these grates. And we can open this thing and let the dog out. So that's cute that he's scared of the puppy, which is a juxtaposition, right? It's a way to show. Oh, I came through the gate. I was like, where did Big Brother come from? It's a way to show that you know, the characters, like, it's to keep the game from feeling malicious. Like, that guy's a jerk, but it's funny if he's scared of puppies, right? It makes the character less villainous. Cool. Okay. So we can go two ways here. There's a metal gate here. It looks like the horizontal bars will prevent little brother from getting through. No? Alright. Yeah, I mean, don't let me generalize. Like, I don't have any personal experience with being like autism spectrum. It's called a spectrum for a reason. There's a lot of different places on it, but some places in that spectrum people have trouble with body language and facial expression. I don't mean to like blanket statement that it's just something that I would think about as a developer for the game. You know, as a challenge, not so much as like something is wrong with the game. Can I have your cat? Aww, kitty. That's a huge cat. Or a small kid.
El amiibo.
May Buddha? Kaya?
Aw. Brothers get kitty time.
Oh!
So that's interesting. So it's like a different reaction. The cat gives a different reaction to each one, right? The younger brother, little brother, like the cat, he embraces the cat and hugs it, and then big brother, the cat sort of paws at him and they sort of play fight. So it's another way to sort of externalize characterization. Let's see. Less sleepy folks in this village. Hey.
Hey, ano?
Hey man, come on. Okay. Really? You're not gonna do your job and put the bridge down for me? Alright, fine, I'll do it. Maybe I can't because his feet are in the way.
Hey, ano?
Okay, so this guy's asleep.
Da!
Nope. Can I boost up here? Nope. Alright. Continue exploring the options that we do have. Such as a bench. Right. Okay, so there may have been somewhere else I can go up there. Frighten this kid. Let's try going up here. Oh, door's locked. Okay. Okay, so we came in here. Need to find a way to wake up that guy, or this guy, or any of the other number of sleeping villagers. Wonder if I can get over this wall here too. That'd be an option. Okay, so we're both stoked about his fear. Okay, so climbing up there is not an option. I don't know either, kids. Okay. Anything down there? No? How about you? Well, there's some spit in the well now. That's unsanitary. So I think this must be the way to go.
Hey, hello.
There we go. Ha! So the kids have different solutions to the problem. I like that. So big brother is like, hey, wake up, and little brother is like, I'm going to throw water on you. That's cute. Okay, so now get him to do the thing. Do your job, man.
Anna, when Hadi?
We're going to the magic tree under this bridge. Cute. Okay, so we've learned now that sometimes you just need to use the right brother to solve the problem, and that they have different personalities based on what they do. Little brother is the kind of person who would spit in a well and throw a bucket of water on somebody, and big brother Does a lot of like more polite shaking, but seems to have a little bit more of a temper. I'm always really interested in the ways in which character is expressed in a game. Everybody home? No. Looks like not. Okay. I don't know why we're canvassing in this village, but hey. You never know when someone might be able to help.
Diana?
Yeah, mop that dirt. I can do it. Haha, look at me. Okay.
Auf wieder!
We're gonna surprise the guy in the outhouse. You know, for someone whose dad is sick, you're being awfully silly today, kid. Old lady.
Ma, when hadi?
Big brother wants to get the job done. Okay. Hey. Oh, haha. Oh, this is mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You could try to play keep away. Yep.
Atta.
Oh, there's a little basketball hoop there. Cute. Medicine ball, basketball hoop. Oh, you suck, big brother. From downtown. It's good. Good job, kid. Okay. Okay, this is the same woman as before. Okay. Alright, enough of this. Basketball business. Let's go. This bucolic village. Ooh, a squirrel.
Ona? Da, iya.
It's an appropriate response. Shitty kids. Let's go. Come on. No. I'm trying to move around you, bro. Give her a push. Alright, so I'm guessing, is this leading us out of the main part of the village? Yeah, we're sort of getting into the outskirts now. Down near the river. I can play the harp.
Da.
Forget this thing. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so this water is not deep enough to scare little brother. We can pass through some water. Let's see, did I miss anything as I was going around? This looks like the bridge. Big spinny bridge. Hey Mustache, can I have some of your water? Nope, that's not water. Well, Mustache guy there only has one shoe.
Oda, when hadi?
Okay, town drunk guy. Sitting at the outskirts of town. I like that the game doesn't prompt you every time you're standing by something that could be interacted with. Like, we don't get the big, like, this is a thing, this is a game thing. It just gently, like, highlights things that are new or different. And then we have to kind of take a look at what we're interested in ourselves. Oh, I see how this works. Go, kid, go. The field is hot lava, everybody. The field is hot lava. Oh, jump. Alright, big brother, you gotta do a better job luring this thing over here. What up, dog? Hey, big scary, come here. Oh boy. Ah! I'm so close. Okay. I mean, I know how the puzzle works. I just, I was too long on that one, kid. Alright, Doge. Also, geez, where are the Nazgul when you need them? Farmer Maggot's dog is not very nice. Actually, given the pastoral nature of this game, I could totally see it being hobbits instead of humans. There's this kind of vaguely English, sort of shirey feeling to this place. Hey, come over here. Nope. Oh, I can interact to whistle for the dog. Yeah, high five. Okay. Into the river. Now you gotta check under the waterfall. Because, you know, there's always treasure under the waterfall. Or we just have a good time. Okay. Alright, kids. Climb the vines. There we go. Alright, so this looks just like another jumping puzzle. Up.
Hey, Maya!
And it's not really a puzzle, just move and hold the button. Cool. Alright. So, another rope and ladder situation. I figured out a way to get the kid up there. Same as I did before. I'll boost. Oh. No, come back up here. There you go. Oh, good jumping, kid. Whew. Assassin's Creed 12-year-old edition. Hey, cool bird. So there's some bunnies over there. And a wheel. And this bird in a cage. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. Oh, Jesus, kid. Oh. Kind of a bullshit move. Well, maybe we'll see that bird again. Come in. Wow. Little brother has disciplinary problems.
Hey, Nai!
I'm coming, man. I put a rabbit in that, wheel, I guess, maybe? Let's see if we can catch one. Get him.
Da!
Okay, so there's a fire pit. There's a bunch of black bunnies, and so Big Brother herds them, and Little Brother can pick them up. And I think that I need to get the bunnies, or a bunny, or something, into that wheel, but I'm not sure how to get the bunny up there. Because it's still just down in the pit. Also, yeah, grabbing a bunny rabbit by the ears like that is some bullshit, kid. Alright, so what other objects around here do we have to use with? Let's take a look at the bunny's behavior. So the black rabbits all stick together, and the white rabbit seems to, like, frighten them off or be hurting them. Did you notice that? It's like they're kind of running away from that one. Bunny pit. Yeah, we can go up on the roof. Actually, let's try getting Big Brother up there. I want to see how he interacts with this guy. Hey, we're going to this place.
When hadi?
It's over yonder. Yeah, like I said. Alright, so there's the wheel.
Atta!
There's this thing. Some sheep on the other side. Can I just get it? Oh, the wheel's... It's big enough for me to just walk in it. Ha, okay. Hey, kid. You run in there. Good example of me not having any idea why I'm doing this. Oh, I bet you I know. Alright, out of the way, sheep. Oh my god, this sheep is so heavy. Ugh, boy. Alright, so we got sheep on this side. And I wonder if I can use replacement sheep for brother. Get in there, sheep. Yeah! Now we can both go. Thank you, sheep. Good work. Interesting. I wonder what those bunnies were for then, if anything. Huh. Alright, so now we're overlooking the farm that we were on before where the dog was. Whoa. Dangerous. Can we both cross here, or just... Okay, yeah, we both can. Hear that? Crying? Yeah, it sounds like it. Oh, okay. Some kind of a giant or a troll or... God, that thing with the bunnies is bothering me. Like, there's gotta be something that... Hi.
Hey! Mado!
Mado. Probably means ogre.
Maru, when hadi? Da?
Thanks, troll.
Sa?
Daya.
I'm gonna be right back, dude. I want to see if I can go back. That bunny thing's gonna be bothering me. Can I go back to the bunnies? Oh, I can't. Okay. Well, sorry, bunnies.
Na.
Ho natta nai.
Anybody in there? See, everything's troll size. Giant troll bed. Hey, there's 2 troll beds, which must mean there's another troll somewhere. Okay, I'm coming. Aw, that's nice.
Ah! Ah!
Thanks for your help, troll man. That's pretty cool.
Hey, nai.
What? Whoa. Like a ruins up there, or like something? Huh. Cool. Looks like a painting. I love the art style of this game. Hi. Oh, thanks. Yep, I got it. Thanks, buddy. Oh, it's the back of the troll house. Cool. I wonder where his troll friend is. Oh. Sorry. Well, we'll just go ahead and pretend that never happened. Oops. The thing with the bunnies, I'm gonna guess, and I'll try to do it if I ever play this game again. I think the thing with the bunnies had something to do with like the fire pit being black and the white bunny not having any friends. I should have tried to put that white bunny in the fire, which is such a stupid sounding thing to do, but there was no actual fire, so it's fine, right? Okay. Good troll. A helpful dude. Wow, we're really high up. This would be a bad place to tumble from. I think we trust this guy. Ha. Awesome. So something I like about this game is that in some puzzle games, you don't know if you're succeeding or failing. This game having discrete failure states where it's like, yep, you fell. That's not how you do this puzzle. That's helpful, and I find it really a lot less frustrating to play games that are like that, where you know there is a correct solution, and you can tell if you're doing it right in most cases, as opposed to just sort of like hanging out hoping. Jump. Kids. Troll's still coming. So it's interesting, this part of the game doesn't feel like there's no puzzles here, right? It's just follow the troll along and continue in a straight line. It feels a little puzzly because you do have to wait for the troll and like all that, but you're not actually doing anything different. I like that the kids like reacted with fear initially at the troll, but then we're like, never mind, he just wants to help.
Wow!
Alright, let's climb. People of Shadowrun, of the world of Shadowrun, should play this game so that they can see the trolls aren't all bad. They don't all try to rip your arms off. Only the more socially maladjusted ones. Yeah, the palette of this game, the color palette is so well developed.
Hey, Naya!
You can tell partly that the troll is like kind of a part of the natural environment by the use of that color palette, right? Like the leaves are orange and the troll's mushrooms are orange and yellow, and the troll's body is the same color as the ground. You know, he's not out of place. Whoa. Cool. Alright, so big brother, get in there. Little brother, learn to swim. Oh, look at that. The water's so clear. Clear and kind of gelatinous. I bet you it's cold. I always find that to be an interesting thing to try to impart in a game, is temperature. Like, in a game where all you can do is hear it and look at it, how do you know if it's warm or cold, right? Hey, they're coming.
Atta!
Hey, what's that? Is that a thing I can interact with?
Yeah.
It's like a button. It's definitely not. But... You know, like, color palettes do a lot to help that. Like, but how do you show an autumn scene that's cold, right? How do you imply a chilly space? You know, without relying on the player's knowledge of that kind of space already. Kids sneak through there. Alright, so now we're in the, some kind of a dungeon. Some sort of a dungeon-y environment. With some ominous music. Some ominous dungeon music to go along with it. So we've learned now that benches are sort of like cinematic viewpoints, so let's have a look. Holy. Sort of Baroque, Celtic-looking metal water wheel. And you can see up in the upper area here some more stonework in the back. So it looks like a combination of like natural cave and I'm getting kind of like a dwarven, like an Elder Scrolls dwarven vibe from this place. So there's something about this game, and maybe it's the troll, maybe it's the way the characters are portrayed. You know, it's like two kids. But there's something sort of very fairy tale-y about this this world as we're being presented. As opposed to like a sort of more general like fantasy. It definitely feels to me like, yeah, like a bit of a fairy tale. And I think again that's all sort of imparted by the aesthetic. Like things are making these characters feel like they were hesitant about the troll, but behavior is more important necessarily than like appearance, right? Like in a fairy tale there's good witches and bad witches, but in most fantasy stories, you know, there's just bad orcs. There's no like a good orcs necessarily. I think there's sort of a moral relativism that appears in fairy tales. That makes them feel that way. You know, like you can't... Sometimes the parents in the story are good and helpful and kind, and sometimes the parents in the story are untrustworthy and evil because they want to feed their kid to a witch because they can't, you know, feed them or whatever. So You know, the fact that there was a troll that we saw that ended up being nice, but it was a question at first. The characters didn't know. Mysterious machines. So again, a color palette change. We're seeing a color that we haven't seen before. We haven't seen red metal. Some unusual objects. Climb up here? No. Okay, so we're using a mechanism that we've already learned. This is the carting dad mechanism. And we're gonna need to, oh my god, this is moving furniture simulator. Alright, get the couch up the stairs. God, why do you have to live on the 4th floor of this apartment? What kind of apartment building doesn't have an elevator? Seriously, man, next time you move, you're moving into a garden level suite. This is terrible. Who needs a giant metal tube anyway, dude? Yeah, I know, your ex-girlfriend gave it to you. Fine, fine. Turn it leftwise. Okay, overhand. Good, okay, good. Yeah, it's totally like moving a couch. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I just knew I needed it because there was a maze. Is there like an obvious like socket or something for me to put this thing in? I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna carry it around with me forever. Did I go past it? I don't know. Let's just drop it here. Let's figure out where it's gonna go. Oh, maybe I use it to. Yeah, I see what I do now. Okay, maybe pick it up again. I use it to block off the stop the gears. All right. Come on, kid. Let's go. So this is the part at the end of this dungeon where I do like a quick time event to defeat Sauron. I feel like at the end of the dungeon there's going to be like a boss monster problem. When do I get the BFG? Alright, so there's some gears down there, some rotating gears, which to me indicates that this little thing will like roll out or slide out to make a bridge. Okay, there's some kind of, can we pull these? Can we push them? This looks like a handle, maybe? Okay, push that thing. Come on, get on there. Yeah, okay. Puzzle playing here. Okay. Oh, I see. So there's two different sides. Okay. That was easier than I expected. Across the bridge here. So again, look at how the game differentiates the actionable world versus the inactionable world, right? Objects that I can touch and move and do things with tend to be a different color than the palette of everything else, right? Like in this area, everything is gray, more or less, except for the objects I can interact with, which tend to be, you know, red or orange so far. Sparks? Fireflies? Tiny fire elementals? Alright, so here's the back of the water wheel. And now we have a dungeon. This is the third time that we've seen this, The first time taught us how it worked, the second time reinforced the behavior, and this third time is giving us a new puzzle to deal with. Now, Big Brother is out of the picture for now, and Little Brother has to deal with this himself. Right, okay, so it's going to allow Big Brother to climb up the mesh. Right, because we've blocked the flow of water, which would stop the wheel. Alright. Good. Good work, kids. Hey, look. Another creature. 2 of them. Now, that was an interesting... Do you see that? I didn't move the camera. When I stepped onto the bridge, the camera swung around behind me to highlight not only the forward motion of the bridge, that this is where we're going, but it wanted to make sure, that I saw on this side, that I saw the trolls, and up ahead of me, I saw the pool of fish. The idea of camera control in a game and forcing the characters to view certain, or the players to view certain things versus allowing them to control the camera themselves is it's one way that you can impart movement or direction or purpose for a player. I always thought it was interesting how in Super Mario Brothers the map traveled from left to right. So you started at left and went right. Which makes sense to me as like a Western video game player, because, you know, you start reading on the left and you go right, you move down, first level Mario, left to right, go down a tube, left to right. But it was designed by Japanese people whose language goes like this, the other way, top to bottom. So, you know, it's cool to think about like how basic stuff like that, like movement in a game, imparts information about the game, the designer's intent, things like that. So again, I'm being reminded of the puzzle with the, or not even puzzle, the side thing with the bunnies. All right, brothers. Let's continue on. So again, it might be a puzzle. There might be like a special thing there. I might come back to it. Probably not though. The game tends to show you something once and then you move past it. But I couldn't interact with the fish directly, so we'll have to wait and see. Another viewpoint. Yeah, and again, it's showing us the fish. Okay. I mean, it looks nice. I'm not sure if it's... I mean, everything that happens in a game happens, if the game is designed well, happens on purpose. I mean, even emergent gameplay in a game is designed to be emergent. But, you know, for me, it's hard to play a game without thinking, like, okay, why did the designers show me this? Why is this something that they felt I needed to experience? And I think, like in this case, it looks like the fish are the only thing I can. This pool is like the only place I can go, the only thing I can kind of interact with. So let's take another look around. Chirping away in the background. Spin the camera around a little, please. Okay. So yeah, I like watching the fish. They swim away from you, but of course, because you have two characters, you can kind of like guide particular fish in a certain direction. I'm gonna go back down the bridge a little ways and take another look to see if there was another way forward. There's definitely something going on here, but I am not sure what it is. Okay. So we came across, ended up here. Cross the bridge. Go down, check out the fish. Or we can go up to where we get to take another look at the fish from above. Aha, there it is. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Well, it's a nice pond, but maybe not super relevant to my quest to save Dad. Okay. So we've seen this type of switch before. Creating a little conveyor belt situation. Oh, that'd be terrifying. Oh my god, kid, put your foot in the hook at least. Some more trolls, it looks like. I wonder if these trolls are the same kind of troll as the other one that we saw.
Da!
Okay, so we'll boost a little brother up. Doing hand gymnastics. Hold down 2 triggers and rotate. Rotate the thumbstick. Okay. Yeah. So again, this sort of rust-colored orange stuff indicates our ability to manipulate it or interact, making it clear kind of where you have to go. If you see a new thing of a different color, and this is why, like, the lazy version of this in games is we use the exact same object every time. You know, like, there is a bit of that in this where all the rope bridges look the same. You see it in games like Assassin's Creed or The Witcher, for that matter, or any of the Batman games. Like, the walls you can climb versus the one you can't always have the same lichen or bird poop stain on them or whatever. And that's a way to indicate, without a color palette or without, like, making it seem kind of fake, you know, these are walls you can climb by trying to blend it in. But since you end up with limited resources, it does end up being like 2 or 3 different kinds of texture, and then, you know, you don't end up with that sense of verisimilitude, which is obviously really important in designing a game that doesn't feel too much like a game. So what this game seems to be doing is, like, making those choices based on color and aesthetic. So, like, all of the kind of dwarfish-looking crafts work I can interact with, but everything else is either made of stone or just can't be interacted with because it's part of the background. So it makes it clear to me as a player, you know, these are objects I can touch and interface with, and these are ones that I can't, but doesn't, as a piece of sort of performative art, doesn't lose necessarily that impact. So depending on how much effort you put into that as a designer, you know, it can change how that works. you know, like here's an example from before where we know we can climb this, not just because they're brambles, but because they're like the exact routes that we saw before. Because often in a game, as opposed to like a tabletop RPG, you can't use common sense and you can't interrogate the fiction necessarily. Like, for example, in Grand Theft Auto, common sense would, early Grand Theft Auto anyway, common sense would indicate that if you drive a car through a chain link fence, the chain link fence will lose that fight. But you have to interrogate the game's fictional space to learn that chain link fence is an indestructible material in some games. Alright. So we are continuing to explore the incredibly dangerous dungeon. Just a couple of kids going through the dungeon, like you do. Alright, well, let's take a look at this. Beautiful view. More trolls. Now, the music is a little ominous. It makes me think that maybe these trolls wouldn't be too happy to find us here in their mine. But, hard to say. The game might flip the script on us. So, so we'll have to wait and see if we encounter those trolls again. So I've been at it just under an hour now. I want to take a quick break. I'll just grab some more water, stretch my gaming hands, check on chat, see if there's any questions that folks have, and I'll come back in a few minutes and we'll continue with our playthrough of Brothers: Tale of Two Sons. So stick around.